Hello everyone, I just want to put together this video to show you a little bit more about the functionality of the app and how to check your classes and any catch-up credits that you've got. So when you open the app, it will come up with this page, the calendar page, and you can change that to a monthly view by just toggling it to that right calendar. And then you'll see these blue dots, and the blue dots basically just mean you can book any catch-up credits 1 month in advance. So when it goes to tomorrow, you'll see that 19th also becomes available. The reason for that is that we don't have people booking catch-ups months and months in advance, and then we're unable to actually get a picture of who's in the classes and then new members coming in. You're able to cancel your classes months in advance. So if you know you're going on holiday, for example, in the February, you could go cancel your classes in the February. You would receive those catch-up credits and you could use them ahead of time in those classes available in the month ahead. So if we click on reservations now, this just brings up the allocated class day and time that I've chosen. So for example, I'm on a hybrid membership, so I've got a mat work class on Wednesday at 7 and I attend a reformer beginners class at Tuesday at 7:30, and you'll see those week in, week out as your recurring reservations. So quite a good function, and it's really good to just kind of remind you that you've got your classes, is to add it to your calendar. So if you press that button, you can just simply press iCloud, Google, Outlook, whichever calendar you have on your phone, and you can just press sync, and that will take across all of the classes and it'll give you reminders each week when they're coming up. So that's a really good function. And the next one I'm going to show you, so in order to check how many catch-up credits in your membership that you've got, if you click the top right profile icon and then just click account, and then if we scroll down, we can see here, so my current membership is a hybrid Pilates membership. So that means I've got the mat work component, which controls the mat work classes, and the reformer component, which controls the reformer component. If you were with us before we moved across to Team Up, then you will also likely have these two other memberships called Catch-Up Credits Matwork and Catch-Up Credits Reformer. So that just simply was us giving you the credits that you had whilst we switched over to the systems. And it doesn't really matter where you use your credits from to book your classes. So for example, if we go to this top one here for me, Hybrid Pilates Membership Matwork component, you can see I've got 15 credits of 48 remaining. So all of my classes are booked in, but I've got 15 credits to use. So when it comes to booking on a class, I could either use that part of the membership or I could use the catch-up credits Matwork part. So just also to say, if you have a reformer, let's say 2 class a week membership, and you weren't with us before we moved across to Team Up, you will likely just have the reformer 2 classes a week membership showing here, and then you'll see how many catch-ups you've got. So in order to book a catch-up, let's go back to schedule. Let's choose Thursday the 4th, and I'm going to try and book a reformer catch-up with Michael at 6:30. So the booking options come up. When you press that, it'll give you whatever options you have available if you have catch-up credits to use. So you could, again, like I said, you could choose either option, but for this example, let's choose catch-up credits reformer. I press OK, and it actually tells me just under those dates there, July 30th to July 20th, 26, says 3 sessions remaining. So if I click book now, we can then check that that's taken a catch-up credit from where it should do. So if you go back to account, and then we'll scroll to the bottom, and now you'll see catch-up credits reformer, 2 of 3 remaining. So let's just say that actually I decided I couldn't make that class. I would go on my reservations, I would go down to the catch-up class, which is Thursday the 4th, and I'd just hit cancel booking, press that, and then that will put that catch-up credit back to where it belongs. So go back to profile, account, scroll to the bottom, and now you'll see 3 of 3 remaining. So it's put that catch-up credit back into where it should be. So hopefully that's quite clear in terms of where your membership sits and how many catch-up credits you've got. The other thing to say is that because Reformer and mat work are different classes, so you won't be able to book a mat work credit in a reformer class, and you won't be able to book a reformer credit in a mat work class. So it just simply won't give you that option. So for example, if I go on Wednesday the 3rd and I look at this reformer class, and let's say I had a mat work credit, you'll see that it just doesn't bring up the mat work option there. Okie doke. So hopefully, like I say, that's been clear and useful. Any questions that you've got, again, speak to us at the front desk. We're here to help, and we're here to get you the most out of your membership. Thank you.